We've seen it injuring kids on a playground in Scarborough on a busy afternoon in the entertainment district where a 6-year-old is seen running for his life and taking the lives of young women on the Danforth. Brazen shootings that are killing and injuring people in Toronto with real-life impacts and long-standing traumas. The calls to address what many refer to as a crisis here in Toronto continue to get louder. The latest pleas coming from an award-winning Canadian filmmaker and director who is urging the city to take an unconventional approach to addressing the growing gun problem in Toronto. I know when that hotline bling. You've seen the work of Director X on the big screen, but Julian Christian Lutz has a different project on the go.
I've had enough of, hey, maybe it would be a good idea. Enough. Enough. Do your jobs. Do your jobs, politicians. And we're signing a petition to make them do it. And I need people to sign it because we're all at risk.
The petition calls on city leaders, including Mayor John Tory, to adopt a program that focuses on guns and gangs. In addition to mentorship, one key element is to hire ex-convicts to mentor youth in neighborhoods that have been particularly hit hard.
Dudes that live that life and been through the system come back out and mentor kids that are living in the streets right now, doing that business. They come and mentor their kids. The city hires those guys. They hire the street man to keep peace in the neighborhood.
Toronto has seen hundreds of shootings over the last few years, nearly reaching 500 incidents last year alone. The numbers this year to date, despite the pandemic and lockdown, are on par with all of the last 3 years. Advance Peace first started in Richmond, California in 2007. Since then, the program has been adopted by Stockton and Sacramento too, and it's been proven to work. Between 2010 and 2017, the organization saw a 66% reduction in firearm assaults in Richmond alone.
It will mean something when the city sees these signatures.
In Toronto's Jane and Finch community, Generation Chosen, a nonprofit organization, works with hundreds of youth in underserved communities with a focus on emotional intelligence, and gun violence has always been part of these discussions. Dwayne Brown says a program like Advance Peace can be effective.
It takes individuals that have gone through it and know both sides to be like, yo, this path, I went there. You don't want to go there. Want to feel loved, they want to feel cared, they want to feel guided, they want companionship, etc.
In fact, Brown, who's also a teacher, says prior to the petition in Toronto, Generation Chosen was already taking steps to implement a similar intervention program for their youth, still in the early stages.
We need to start by inserting a seed into our youth so that they can value themselves, because once they value themselves and don't feel like they're in desperation, they'll value others.
Now, both Director X and Brown say this is just one piece of the puzzle. There needs to be more steps taken to address the root of gun violence. This petition is expected to go to Toronto City Council on June 29.